So, yeah, can you see where we're at? You might say, last episode, wasn't I just building this base? So why is it already finished? Guys, this is my first YouTube channel, and I messed up big time. I am so aggravated. Can I be honest? At the point of recording, I haven't even finished editing this footage. Honestly, I literally just mid editing, I just felt like I just had to record myself think because oh my god, I just had to get this off my chest. I'm new to YouTube, okay? And I'm new to like the softwares for recording. Honestly, this is me in the future. This is like I haven't played Prominence in quite a while because I had like these two footage like samples which I wanted to get edited and then I can continue working, you know? So that is what is me going on right now. So yeah, I was looking back on my videos and I saw that the quality was so low and I was like, could that be because I'm using Medal instead of the regular OBS? Because I know all the YouTubers are like using OBS to record their gameplay. I'm using Medal because I thought it was like easy, you know? Because like I knew that they like gave out that like type of services. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to change my recording software. Instead of the regular, you know, Medal, which I was planning on doing, I wanted to switch to OBS because, you know, it seemed more, you know, related. But I edited all the videos. I had 3 edited videos ready. Just needed my vocal recording. So I was ahead, like a lot ahead, okay? So I was like, okay. So I have no means for the edit data, not the edited data, the recorded raw data that I used to get those videos edited. It's finished, I don't need them anymore. And since I already gonna have OBS, then might as well just delete Medal incompleteness. So I just deleted the files of my recording of the gameplay and and as well Medal. So then I was like, okay, time to start doing recording. As of today, 29th May, I just finished studying accounting for the past hour or 2 or 3, I don't know. But I got tired. I came back from a 5K as well, and the gym today was a very productive day in my opinion. I was like, okay, time to reach peak productivity and record a YouTube video, you know? And then I open footage 4. That was what it was titled, and I see a red bar on DaVinci Resolve. I was like, oh my god. I deleted it. I didn't think it linked. I thought that since it's edited, there's a copied version in the actual editor. I'm such a donut. I was like, okay. What do I do? I was like, I remember this, because this was like, I think I recorded the gameplay yesterday, 28. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna delete it, there's no need for it. And I remember this showing me this pop-up, bro. The pop-up saying, if you delete this, since the file is too big, it won't be in the recycling bin. Are you sure you want to delete it? And past mod just didn't know, and now he has to. Honestly, the gameplay, all it was just me like collecting resources and then adding onto my base, rinse and repeat. So it was just 2 hours of me doing that, edited down to like two 30-minute videos and one 15-minute video where I was looting the village right in front. As you can see in this card now, that little village I looted, I ransacked all its food, all its crops, everything, you know. So I did the whole shebang. But bro, I just feel so bad, bro, because I spent so much time editing, but now it's gone. But I guess there's a lesson that can be made here. Don't be afraid to like make mistakes, because at the end of the day, now since that happened, now I know that what the cause was, and now I can go beyond it. Now I'm prepared to like not make the same mistakes ever again. So I guess it was a win-win, because if that were to never happen, I would have never known that would be the reason, you know. That it's another time in the future where I would probably inevitably switch to OBS, and I would realize it later, where I didn't even defeat any bosses. Right now it's just me, like this recording right now, the entire aim of this video was to like get resources from the caves because I had no clue. Like after this gameplay, I was so lost in Prominence. I was like watched the Minitech video all over again to like see what I should be doing. So this entire recording is just me going into caves and collecting resources. So that's pretty much it. So you're going to just, I think mostly the footage from this gameplay will probably just be a lot of story times and like stuff like that, or talking about like events in my life, fun things that happen. But okay, yeah. So all I want to say is that don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay, mistakes do happen. For example, when I used to play tennis, I used to hate making mistakes because the thing is, I hate making mistakes where you already know the problem is and you're already sworn not to make the problem before, you know? So that's what frustrates me. Knowing that the problem is this and you do nothing in regards to it, you know? And it just happens again, you know what the cause is and you do nothing about it. So there's going to be times where it's going to happen like this, but mistakes like this where it's one-off is more helpful than bad. Like at the end of the day, I didn't beat the Night Lich, or I didn't beat Obsidianith, I didn't beat any of the big bosses. All I just lost was me constructing the base, and as you can see, it came out quite well, honestly. I was really glad. It kind of looks like a mushroom, honestly, it really does. And I really want there to be a better storage system. I don't want to learn a whole ME system again, it fries my brain a bit too much. For example, in the Seascraft, there is the ME system, the disc collection. Honestly, it was so much easier, the fact that you can collect all the discs, all the materials in these locations to scavenge the materials than actually having to craft them yourself. I was not prepared to do that. So all you're going to see is just me sorting all my loot in chests and like accessing it from there. Maybe if in the future there's like a more simpler way, I will do it, but yeah, whatever. So how about I say something about myself where I made a mistake and now I'm beyond it, you know? So you know what's actually going to be quite interesting, okay? Because I think I would have come to this story one way or another. So I used to go to a co-ed school back in primary, okay? And in primary, I was afraid of women. I was so afraid of them. It's like, don't even look at me, don't even touch me. I don't want to know of their existence whatsoever, because I was nervous. I was this little boy who just like kept to himself, you know. I was like nervous because back in the day when I was young, I would think of these girls as potential love interests, you know. So I would be so nervous around them that I would like go up in like a flushed up red on my face and I would just not talk to them, you know, which is looking back is very incel of me, but it's fine. We move on. Yeah, but so that was a problem, okay? And what didn't help was that moving on, I went to an all-boys school. So that didn't help my problem even more, because I have zero experience in talking to the girls. To the fact that I know that they're like the same species as us, as humans, but I would put them on either a pedestal or I would see them as like an untouchable creature, you know? Because co-ed school 6 years, but I was a really young boy. I was like, what, 5 above, you know, going into primary. And then secondary was like 11 till 15 or 16. And this is what helped me getting over that fear, because that was a problem. I wasn't talking to girls. I didn't make the effort to talk to girls. I was that shy and nervous, you know. But the issue, as I said, the definitive problem was me not talking to girls. So how could I counteract that? By getting a job. Whoa, I'm sorry. It's a slur, dude. I'm sorry. But it actually helps you on a more than a monetary level, okay? Getting a job was probably the best thing that could have happened to me. Okay, so as I said in one of my previous videos, there is this thing called post-secondary, where after secondary you go to these things and they teach you A-level knowledge, okay? And that means that there will be girls, you know. So that's the point. So I was like, okay, so I'm really about to go into this situation having not talked to a single woman in the past 5 years, and I'm going to make a fool of myself, you know. So what did I do? The job. What did I work as? As a convenience store clerk. okay? And oh my god, did it help. Well, to be honest, it really was meaningful to me because you aren't only going to talk to people who are your age, for the first time. You have to like learn how to get along with them. The place where I live is quite touristy, so there's going to be a variety of a lot of different people you're going to meet. Old, young, adult, middle-aged, children, pretty much everything. And you'll have to learn on the spot how to interact with them and how to like get to know them, how to have them have a pleasant experience, how to make small talk, how to be interested in comments and topics you're not interested in. So having a job that allowed me to get to know more people really changed the game for me. That now after that summer job, I went to this place and I made it a thing that I want to make friends with anyone, regardless. I don't care if they're a man, I don't care if they're a woman, you're gonna be my friend. So then it's just a shift in the attitude. Like, the me, year 11 me, would have never gone for this. I would be closed off with my own friends who I've known for like a long time, and I would not expand. But through that job, it helped me grow. It helped me be a better person. Like, honestly, looking back on my time at the post-secondary, I honestly was so fulfilling because I don't want to toot my horn again, okay? Like, I keep on self-glazing, but this is low-key truthful. I just made friends with as many people as I could. I mean, there's obviously, you're not going to be friends with everybody. There's going to be people who hate you regardless, but that's fine. And there's going to be people who you would have never had the scenario to talk to, and you might be able to meet them later on in the future, but who knows? So that was the problem. And that problem was a one-off problem. Something that had a fix. Dwelling on something that doesn't help. Like, imagine you are hating yourself over this issue that you have no control over. That is, to me, unproductive guilt, okay? This issue of me not being able to talk to a certain gender helped me find what else I could do to be better at it. So how I could actually fix the problem. So same thing with the whole editing thing. Since I never been placed in a situation like that, I had to like learn. So now I learned that issue is never gonna happen. And now the same thing with this, that the issue was that I couldn't be comfortable talking to another gender. Now I am comfortable in talking to another gender. So you just grasp it and you don't forget it, okay? I didn't revert to it. Like, this is now 3 or 4 years from back then. I still talk to everyone equally, regardless. I see them as flesh bags. To say an item, they look, to me, they're flesh bags. They are just another being like me who have just these bones, these atoms that make up a human. I don't care if you're fat, I don't care if you're a woman, I don't care if you're a man, I don't care if you're buff or you're skinny. I do not care whatsoever, because to me, you are a friend, a potential friend who I could get to know of, and to learn stories based off you. Because at the end of the day, I see humans or people as books of people who have stories to tell. It's quite interesting in my opinion. Low key, I felt like I was, that one meme where they're like, what, Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison? Low key saying that right now made me feel like them. Low key, okay? So, yeah, problems are healthy. Problems help you. Do not be afraid of problems, because being afraid of problems means you're being afraid to grow. If you were to work out a paper of these sample questions of an exam and you get them wrong, you're gonna give up? No. Why would you give up? You just keep on doing it until you learn it. It's one-dimensional. Something that you won't learn, and you do it and you do it and do it again, and you find a solution. Every problem has a solution. So that's it for talking about all that mushy stuff, okay? How about I talk about stuff that we would have seen if I kept the footage. So as I said, I finished the base. Basically, it's like this dome. As you saw in the beginning of the episode, there was a little landing spot where the bird the pigeon, as I love to say it, and I can't believe I said pigeon that much, by the way. The pigeon would go in and just relax there, and I would like go off. It's like a personal hangar inside my base, you know. So there's that. There's also the storage system. There's a cooking area where I would like probably make the bowl meals, which will give me comfort and like a lot of saturation, which I'll probably be using later on in the future. The thing is that right now in this mod pack, to get dough, you need eggs. So I do plan to finding a chicken, grab it, and like put it in a hopper and just keep on generating eggs like that. But that's a future mods problem, okay? That's one thing we did. Oh, this would have been so funny. This would have been so funny. As you can see, I actually have the backpack now, but dude, it was so funny. I killed the cows in the pen, and in the recording that I deleted was me recollecting the cows so they could could like mate and like have unlimited leather. But oh my god, it was so funny. Like, dude, I had this plan where I would put a meme on screen about like, you know, those no hose. It would just be no leather, and bro, oh, I was so proud, and I just feel so heartbreaking. And like, I learned so much new editing styles as well recording those videos. So this is just so heartbreaking that like now all that footage is gone and all the effort is done. But whatever, game is game, okay. So that's pretty much it. So literally just summarized everything in like a couple of minutes. So really didn't miss that much. All it was just resource gathering and rebuilding the base, you know. So I didn't really die again, I think. I don't remember me dying. But yeah, basically that's it. In this, as I said, this video we're going to be doing caving. Now I want to talk about my running status, okay? So this week has been a pretty good week. This week I did a 10k. I increased the mileage. Honestly, I was putting off running due to studies and other commitments, and I was like saying if I didn't do I didn't do 2 5s this week, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go put those 2 5s in a single 10k, and I ran a 10k. It was quite slow. I am happy with it though, because it was my first 10k after a really long time, and I did it in like, it wasn't 10 actually, I did 11, and I did it in like a 1 hour and 15 minutes. So not too bad. For my standards, it's still quite mid, but you know, we grow, you know, we'll do better. You know, that one BoJack Horseman clip says like, it gets 1% easier every day. I'ma live through it, and I hope it'll work, you know. So that was last week, Saturday, which I did that 10k. I was sore and incapacitated for Sunday and Monday, but the thing is that Monday I had to go to a funeral, so I couldn't be able to run or go to the gym. So then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No, not Thursday. Today, Friday, I went to the gym, and the thing is that Tuesday I went to the gym. Okay, and I was like, meh. I'm still quite sore from the 10k. I don't think I'm gonna run. Did I run on Tuesday? No, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take it easy. Okay, I'm gonna skip it, the 5k, and I'm gonna run on Thursday. Wednesday I do leg day, and oh my days, I got so sore on Thursday that I didn't want to get out of my bed. Like, my leg days are quite brutal, like really brutal. I'll talk about my gym stuff like on another video, but just know that on Thursday I could not run, okay? But now comes today, and I feel bad. I'm like, I haven't ran in nearly a week, and I wanna have good times. So I'm like, am I really just gonna stay here and just like wheeze in pain and say like, oh, I don't wanna go. I'm so sore on my abductor area or whatever it's called. No. So I'll go to the gym in the morning. It was like I spent at the gym till like 9:30 till 11 or 11:30. No, till 11, and then 11:30 I arrived home and I did a 5k, and it was the best 5k I've ever done. Even back when I used to actually train, it was the best run I've gone in a while. it was like the wind was making me slow down, but I was going through. Usually there's like these spots in my route where I just like stop and I have to take a breath, but I went beyond it, and I actually like ran way faster than I usually do. I'm gonna look at my watch to see exactly how much distance, not distance, how much, you know, time I did it in. Because keep in mind, even though it probably won't sound impressive, as I said previously, the place where I live has a lot of uphills, so it's gonna adjust. It's gonna make my time look way worse than it actually is. Okay, so my time is 27:30. Really good. I'm really proud of it because I've never gotten that ever, honestly. So I'm really glad, and I got home and I took a cold shower. It's been so long since I've had a cold shower, but I was like so sigma at the now, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a cold shower, whatever, you know, we ball. And bro, I felt like a cat, bro. You know when the cat touches the water and they start like shivering, bro, that was me, bro. I hated it, but it felt really good in the end, so I was like, I was proud. But when I got out of the shower, I felt like my lump of muscle of my thigh just like give out and I just couldn't move. So I just stayed on the bed for like 5 minutes so I can then cook and like actually eat. But oh my days. Now actually talking about the recording, I still feel the pain of my thighs. Like I ran so hard, bro. Like I was like, I need to make it up for all the time that I did not run this week, you know. I had to like put it in this one. So now the plan is on Sunday I do a long run because, you know, I didn't do a 5k another time throughout the week. So, you know, we'll see. It's not that bad. I don't mind running 10Ks. You know, 10Ks is like, it's a long one. It's an hour of your time. But at the end of the day, I'm not going out due to your exams, and I need to cool down. I'm not playing that much games anymore. So, you know, I have other priorities. And to me, running is of equal importance. So, I don't mind. So, I think I'm going to do a 10K on Sunday. And we'll see from there. So, that's it for the video. Thank you all for hearing me yap once again. Hope this was fun and have a good day. Bye bye.